Hey everybody, this is Robert here, back with another video. Now, as I'm sure some of you may know or may not know, that the 7th generation iPod Touch is out, but it's very small incremental change. So really, it should be like the iPod Touch 6.5 generation, because it's really not much. It's really just an incremental upgrade. So the only thing that was actually the most that was upgraded was the A10 chip instead of the A8 chip that you have on the iPod Touch 6th generation, which I'm actually filming on right now. Also, the storage was increased. So, and of course, I'll show you something. Okay. So, they didn't do any changes except for those two features, which really they missed a big opportunity, in my opinion. And, yeah. I most likely will not upgrade to the 7th generation iPod Touch. Or really the iPod Touch 6.5 generation. So here are 3 essential features, or probably not too essential, but 3 features that I really wish were on the new 7th generation iPod Touch. So, the first thing, Touch ID. The 6th generation iPod Touch does not have Touch ID, and this new 7th generation iPod Touch does not have Touch ID either. Touch ID is where you put your fingerprint on there, on the iPod or phone, and it would unlock the device really quickly for you. Touch ID is much needed on the iPod Touch. And of course, I'm sure people will pay like, $50 more for that. Number 2, upgraded cameras. So the camera that I'm using is like a 3 to 5 megapixel front camera, and on the back is an 8 megapixel camera, which actually does 1080p video. This one is probably like 720p or something. And the front-facing camera. So, I really would like to have upgraded cameras. And that would be 16 megapixel in the back, 8 megapixel in the front. Doesn't have to be a whole lot of megapixels, but, and of course megapixels aren't exactly everything, but it would at least give a better image quality and video quality. So, last but not least, number 3, a slightly bigger screen. So the current iPod Touch 6th generation has a 4-inch screen, and the iPod Touch 7th generation also has a 4-inch screen. So really the only thing, of course, I briefly mentioned this, the only thing they changed was the storage, which has a 256 gigabyte model, but they still have a 32 gigabyte model, so I kind of wish they had a 64 gigabyte model as well. But let's go back to what I was saying earlier. So the slightly bigger screen. So the iPod Touch 7th generation currently has a 4-inch screen, just like the iPod Touch 6th generation. But it would be nice to have a slightly bigger screen, like 4.5 inches or maybe 4.8 inches. So okay, this is, let me see if I can get that. So this is my phone, my Android phone, and it has a 5-inch screen. So really, so that's all really for this video. So hope you enjoyed it. Comment down below what you think and about it. About 3. Anything that you wish were on the iPod Touch 7th generation. And I will see you in my next video. Bye!